Jazzy's log, day of the stampede. No one ever thought it would come to this. We knew it was a possibility, but none of us were eager to face the truth. The war had finally come to our doorsteps. We had only weeks to prepare for the stampede, but it felt like years. We had to reinforce the farm, build up defenses, make sure everyone knew where to go in case of emergency. We had to do it all while also preparing for the inevitable. I remember the night before the stampede. I was part of a group that had been assigned to help with the preparations. We had worked non-stop for days, and now we were finally done. Even though we knew what was coming, there was still a feeling of hope in the air. But that hope was quickly extinguished when the stampede started. I had expected it to be loud and chaotic, but nothing could have prepared me for the sheer violence and destruction. The sky was filled with fire and smoke, and the ground shook as bombs and missiles exploded all around us. We had no idea what was happening, but we knew there was only one thing to do: survive. We all ran for cover and huddled together, listening to the chaos around us. We could hear the screams and cries of the injured and dying, and the relentless barrage of explosions that seemed to never end. Eventually, the stampede was over. We emerged from our hiding spot to find the farm in ruins. Everywhere we looked, there was destruction and death. It was a scene that I will never forget. The aftermath of the stampede was even worse. We had to search for survivors and help the wounded. We had to bury the dead and try to rebuild what was left of our home. It was a long and painful process, but we all worked together to make it through. A few weeks later, we had finally recovered from the stampede. We had rebuilt the farm and fortified it against any future attacks. We had also learned a valuable lesson: no matter how much we prepare, we can never be fully prepared for the horrors of war. This is why I will never forget today, Jazzy's day of the stampede. It is a day that will stay with me forever, a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of coming together in times of crisis.